welcome back to Roll for Story, the Forward Coast arc. We are here in the Conflux arena, in the midst of battle, where the arena has already gone through two different transformations, going from its basic kind of sandy arena to the swirling waters, and then finally back to the earth, it seems. And now there are a pile of rocks as the waters drain away. There seems to be a good amount of cover behind each one of them. You can also use them to gain like a heightened elevation, or even maybe a hiding spot to break line of sight. The crowd has been mostly on your guys' side, just purely because of the summoning of 8 different elks that pummeled for a whirl into the ground, setting a water elemental on fire, and yeah, many other little highlights here and there. But the most crucial moment was when Well got knocked down. You tried to counterspell a mass cure wounds, but another one of their party, the Felidar Sovereigns, used another cure wounds to get them back up, just barely. The biggest threat on the battlefield is most definitely Crusher, who is still enhanced by his strange kind of magic, like Jewel. He's also under the effects of a haste potion, a potion of speed, which makes him a devastating opponent. So we're going to kick it back straight into combat, where after the water drained and pulled everyone into the center, Kashan, you're getting back off your feet, and it is your turn.
Did we get the audience favour for the second round then?
That's a good question. So, in my honest opinion, I thought it was almost a bit of a stalemate between everyone. But,
yeah.
Yep, that's about it. Yeah, I feel like it was a complete...
Nobody managed to gain it that time.
No.
That's fair. I just thought I'd check, because that's a useful feature. It saved my life.
Alright.
This guy here was supposed to give the inspiration, but you couldn't see a thing.
So Cam, you're up first.
Cool. So I'm going to run around here, and I'm gonna go for Crusher's legs.
Okay.
Ooh.
17 to hit.
That is a hit. I think.
And I would like a con save on these.
Yeah, because I don't think you go up in AC when you increase in size unless his item is doing that. Nor, if anything, you'll be down in AC. Oh yeah, haste.
He is hasted though, yeah.
Anyway, what was it? Good save? And did you make sure you target?
Cool. Yeah, con save.
Also, you can see that the punch doesn't really seem to phase him much. You definitely get a good solid hit in. You can see his leg wobble, but hardly anything. Like, he doesn't even seem to leave a dent. Can't say my speciality.
That's a fail.
Ooh! And if I don't roll a 2?
Yeah, that's a fail. 11.
Holy...
He's already used his inspiration as well. He used it.
Yeah, because he used it again to hit me. Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Round of attacks.
Hold on. His inspiration. Yeah, bardic inspiration, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not this. I'm going to use Indomitable.
Oh, he's got fighter levels enough to do Indomitable, so he can reroll.
Indomitable. He's going to reroll the Constitution saving throw.
But that does mean we burnt through that, so that's also useful.
That's a pass.
That is a pass. Okay.
27.
You see him steel himself. His ab become rock hard, and his leg does not falter or give out. Okay. Second punch. Bludgeoning damage again. So he only takes half of that. from the rage. In fact, let me just put that on. There we go. Alright. Anything else?
Con save.
Doing it again, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Of course he is.
Earning them key points. On the
Ooh.
chunkiest of boys, he is really hard to bring down.
Flurry of blows. Oof.
Eesh.
Ooh, that's one.
That's one.
Kind of kicks you away with the second hit.
And a dex check, please.
X this time.
Dex.
His Dex is knocked prone, right?
Or knocked away.
It's strength for
that
knocked
means-
prone. Strength is for knocked away, sorry. Dex is for knocked. And then con is for reactions, right? You have your open hand thing?
No,
That's
it
what's
just
coming.
does that.
Okay, is that a pass or a fail?
That's a pass. My DC is
Just
15.
barely a fail. Okay. Like trying to bring down a mountain right now. Okay. But hopefully that's chipping away at him slowly. I just need to make sure he doesn't take full damage. Which is takes an extra back. Okay. Alright, does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay, it is his go. He is going to turn around and actually not go for you immediately, but rather try to knock this spell out of your immune concentration.
And as soon as he lifts his mace, I let my spell go instead, because he's clearly not going to move forward.
And
Well,
I'm
you
also
could-
going
no.
to use Sentinel.
Oh,
So do the chain lightning first, because that was the held action.
yeah. Let's do him spell
change
slot.
And target one person,
Oh, no. Oh.
you fail.
Oops.
Okay.
It was
You
meant to
target
be
Crusher.
that one, and that one.
So dex saves for these three.
Yeah. As soon as I rolled it, I knew that I forgot to target them.
Okay.
Yeah, with chain lightning, if you target one, it then asks you to chain it on.
It just doesn't work
Um,
together.
She used her counter spell, so
Not close enough anyway.
I'm looking for danger sense. I don't see it.
Danger Sense, it's level 2, would have advantage on deck saves from effects they can see. I'm
That's a
pretty sure.
fail.
Which he would have. So I'm going to roll that again.
Okay. That's still a fail. Also,
Not the dexiest of group.
that's
That
half.
one is.
So that's
Okay.
half damage to that. So that's 24 to salt.
Okay.
It's a shocking display.
48.
Oh, wait. No, salt was the one that didn't get hypnotic staticked actually. So never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only an attacks, ability checks, and con saves to maintain spells.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Only con
So
saves. No.
a sparking bolt of lightning shoots through Crusher, almost using him to amplify the direction and just shoots around through him into fire. By the time it reaches Irina, he sort of tries to duck behind this nearby rock here and just gets grazed by the lightning. So that's your reaction, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's my reaction.
All right. On with the attacks then.
Sentinel.
Yep.
Ooh. Let go.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
And a con save, please.
Okay, and I need a concentration check from Eurayun as well. Yep,
That
passes.
passes.
Ugh.
Concentration check from Eurayun.
What
You guys are
spells?
muted.
What spells he holding?
Conjure
Eurayun is
animals.
using Conjure Animals right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
The
yeah.
elk set.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that because we were talking strategy, so I couldn't hear everyone at once. What was that? Sorry.
Eurayun needs to make a concentration check with a Constitution saving
Okay.
throw, as a huge
Hang on.
mole comes down toward their head.
So it's Constitution, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you do the honors. 14.
So a 14. What do you know
Makes
the damage
this-
was? It
makes
is a
this save.
pass. Okay, in which case we're going to hammer down again.
Oh.
And another one from Eurayun as he continues to try and hammer this spell out of you. Still up. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we're going for a
There
third
is
one.
no defeating the elk army.
Well, we must, for the sake of winning this battle.
This
The
is.
elk- how the hell did I miss?
I like to think
18.
he's just sidesteps.
You should have 20 AC. Oh, what the hell? Okay, he should have at most 16 AC.
Of course,
know.
it'll be less
He's
than
wearing hide armor.
I mean, I don't know. You
because-
put the sheet together. I'm just using it.
I know, and I edited it to make sure it was 16 and somehow it went back up to 20. I mean, he has 16 AC because it's hide armor plus a shield. So that is a hit. I mean, one last bit of damage and one last Constitution save.
Yeesh.
Hey, gum.
There it is. Okay,
Wait,
finally busting through, but it took
wait.
all of this effort.
Didn't
to-
a crusher get affected by synaptic static, which is on
Oh, yeah,
attack
he did.
rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Oh god.
Oh, makes it a
Yeah, that'll
13.
make it 13. Okay.
The elks remain.
Oh. The elks
Yep.
are somehow still up by being hammered quite heavily. Alright, that's going to be his whole turn, I think. He's just done 1, 2, 3, tap. Bonus action. He's chilling. Alright. Going down to Slush and go. Alright. Very badly injured Slushes. Needs to either think about running or maneuvering.
I don't know why I said that as Urium. Not Urium, but whatever.
Just got to remember the synaptic static on them.
Yeah. Can we mark
Um,
them as having the synaptic static one in some way?
Not right now, you can't.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. It's fine. We just got to remember.
Okay. Next. That's not gonna help. Hmm. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, screw it. Irina, Slosh is going to kind of run up this wall, back up off it, land on the rock next to you, and go for a stunning strike against you. See if he hits first. With unarmed attack? There it is. Wow. Natural one. Well, difficult.
Good
Got
start.
a second. Got extra attack. 14. Misses.
Misses.
Flurry of blows it is. Alright. My luck today. Flurry of blows comes whack, 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 straight towards you, trying to find an opening. Okay, there it is. Team
Wait,
would
wait,
hit
wait.
you, right?
However, Hexblade's
Yeah,
curse,
D6.
armor of hexes, D6.
Oh, that too. That too.
Well,
He has
D-
2d6s minus
yes,
top
we get
of
the
it.
double D6s. Yeah, let me roll the synaptic. Let me roll synaptic static first.
Oh,
Got
I
rid
just.
of it. Okay, well he misses anyway, regardless. Oh god. Yeah, this isn't great. Um, Alright, second unarmed attack with the flurry of blows. And we are so screwed. I think
Oh,
it's gonna end his go.
just keep going.
He can't do anything, he just miss. That
Ah.
was rough. Really rough.
Not as rough as when it gets to Irina's turn.
Which is next.
Yep.
He's gonna do one quick thing with his movement, and he's gonna probably remove 5, 10,
And he doesn't provoke an attack.
and
Does he not?
15, 20.
No, because he's a drunken monk. They can, I think they can disengage for free after doing something, can't
As
they?
you try to potentially swing out for him, he's already kind of swaying backwards and around, dodging any kind of attack
Right.
that you might have had to try and get him. And he's going into cover behind here. And there's part of his drunken technique.
Would I be able?
I realised also spend key to do focus aim. When you miss an attack roll, you can spend 1 key to increase your attack roll. I wouldn't have helped. That was the amount I missed by. Nope. Alright,
Why's
moving
Crusher
on.
moving?
He's not.
He just
Irina, you're up.
Okay.
Crusher
Yep.
needs to be forward 1 square.
yeah,
Yeah, he moved to the right for some reason.
yeah.
Hello.
That's why I was
Take your
confused.
time. Yep.
He's doing the cha-cha slide. Okay. I am going to...
What's up, that? Oh, I know it's one of you.
What?
Doing what?
Doing
Moving
what?
Crusher.
Can we move Crusher?
I
We have
don't know. Why is he moving still?
Sec.
He's
Nah,
not
I
moving
don't-
on my screen. He's just being highlighted.
Yeah, I don't have control over
Alright.
that.
I can highlight him. Unless you. Yeah,
I don't know.
What are you doing, Steph?
I am... Yeah, I'm just gonna deal with this water elemental. I'll take care of the monk in a bit. But then if I
Okay.
take care of the monk,
You take care of that water elemental. It's a catch-22.
well, the water elemental doesn't. I just saw him pulse as well. Why are they pulsing?
Help him. He's drunk.
Yeah, like he's just jumping up and down.
He's
Because-
honestly drunk.
Because he is acting on impulse.
okay, I'm just gonna have to. Do I risk the attack opportunity?
You'll be up on Carius.
Yep, I've already decided what I'm doing.
Alright. How do I target again? It's Alt.
Alt
Or
and
is it
then
shift?
click. Yeah, Alt and then
Alt and-
click.
Okay. Eh,
3. Ooh.
okay.
Okay, yeah, just barely a miss on the first one. Second one, you catch him for 5
But isn't
points.
that his-
more,
That is
and
the
that
trigger.
will turn him off. Yeah, that will. Alright, you can roll an extra 2d6.
Yeah.
Never seen a water elemental explode.
Well, it's the spirit of the elemental floating in this regard. Alright, next duties. Alright. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
You're looking very injured. Holding its form together though, still. And as you're able to explode it, even though you're standing right in front of it, you're able to kind of have it kind of explode around you. Okay, I think it's a bonus action.
Um. No, that's about all I can do really.
Okay. After you swipe through it, it turns back to you and starts to bring up its massive wings to butt at you. But Karen, you're up just before that.
Right, let's target this guy. Then we're gonna move to. I don't know, let's stand on top of a rock. It feels like a carrier's place.
You're
And
about to.
yep.
No.
What?
It's difficult terrain to get up on top of that.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
Fine.
need.
I don't
Don't
need
need-
to. But
Okay.
right, so let's so I'm going to heighten this spell, which I've not done before, spending 3 sorcery points.
Ooh.
I'm going to heighten it on one of the targets that this chains to.
You have to see all the targets to chain it.
Nope. It
Okay.
literally says that you create a bolt line that arcs towards a target of choice that you can see within range. 3 bolts then leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets, which must be within 30 feet. Doesn't specify I have to see those. So, right, and we'll be destructive rafting this, of course. So, right, so we'll go for salt, we'll go for pyre. Wait, he's within 30 feet of him. I can see him within 30. He's 35. No, he was 1 square across. It should be 30. He should be there. Because Kashan was hitting him.
Oh
unless he
yeah.
moved.
Technically, Crusher is in the next square over because someone accidentally moved him across.
Well,
That's
on
why.
my screen, he's where he is.
Oh, on our screen, he's 1 square
Yeah,
away.
you'll need to refresh the menu.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
He is within 30 feet, technically.
I'll refresh because otherwise the targeting's not going to work properly. So just give me a second. All right, stay. Give me a second. So whilst we're waiting, everyone can just watch my funny
That's a victory done.
dog.
More like because if you hit Crusher and you just rolled a 2, no, you rolled a natural. Well, let me roll again. Here's the course.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, it's still a fail.
Actually,
And with your enhanced chain lightning, you're maximizing it, aren't you?
yep. So it's 80 damage.
Huh.
To all
Well.
targets that fail the save, and 40 for those that succeed, unless they're the monk, in which case, or the rogue. But I'm not targeting the rogue.
Sorry, Chris. Could I quickly ask about the resistance to bludgeoning that Crusher has?
Mhm.
Is that from
Resistance
non-magical?
to
Is that from
No.
non-magical sources?
any bludgeoning, any slash
Yeah,
damage.
barbarians are resistance against all bludgeoning.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's taking so long to load back in.
Yep.
Right on your browser, you should turn on the thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'll get right on that. Turning
So
on
Yeah,
the thing.
what I'll do, I guess, is I'll recast the spell, but to target the others, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
Right. Okay. Now Crush is in the right place, and this should work. Right. So let's retarget Crusher. There's me. Spellbook. Chain Lightning. 7th level. Don't consume the spell slot. Cast the spell. Then we target Pyre. How I can't... What? How it's not letting me target the other two?
Okay, might not work. There was an update recently. Either way, you're targeting all of them.
Yep, so they need to make a DC 17 deck save. Apart from the monk who makes it a disadvantage, because that's why I heightened the spell. Because he's the most likely to succeed, and if he succeeds, he takes no damage because of evasion.
That screwed him. Irina needs to roll that dex, right?
Yep.
16?
Fail. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
fire.
5. A fail.
Oh.
There's 80 damage to all of the targets on the
Good luck.
battlefield.
Good lord. How do you want to do this?
Did I just
Yeah.
seriously take out their entire team in one spell?
Apart from one person.
While still standing.
Talk
You
about
guys
a
have
shocking ending.
80
Yeah,
damage. We're talking about 80 damage.
Yeah. Karras just sort of positions himself there, and he'll sort of raise a hand to the sky and be like, and then just sort of seem to, like, you know where you see like lightning benders in Avatar, where they sort of seem to like channel it through them, and then he'll launch it at Crusher, and then as it hits Crusher, he'll just sort of point to the others, like one after the other, and then as they fall down, he'll just point down, take a bow, and just say, "Ladies and gentlemen, you've been thunderstruck."
Okay. Yeah, now everyone in the crowd is just like holding themselves back from this explosive surge, and there's a kind of a gasp even from the announcer himself, Chester. He's just like, "Whoa! Is anyone alive even after that thing? That was intense." Looking
Also,
across- Mhm.
is well visible. He's 5
Well,
feet in
he
the
is
ground.
not visible, no. He is
I'll-
not.
I'm just
I
seeing
love
if it-
I love the idea that both Llewellyn and Carius, within the space of 6 seconds, just shot lightning out their hands.
Yeah.
That was a double chain lightning. I mean,
What a combo!
it was a combined like 120 damage, and if you look
Yeah.
at your own HPs, you'll realize just how much that actually is.
A lot.
That's basically it's a one shot. So straight after that end your go.
Yep, that'll do me. Right.
Well, the referees haven't called the match yet, which means that someone must still be alive somewhere. That notorious whirl is a sneaky one. Doobie doobie doo. So you don't see where Will goes. Wherever he's gone, he's still on the ground, and he mustn't be that healthy either. He's probably very injured after that entire ordeal. But she's got one strategy to make it work. Yeah. So, if I hit.
I feel kind of bad, but at the same time,
I don't. That was amazing.
I just sort of looked at where the monk moved, and I'm just like, wait.
What did? Ooh, was that Irina?
I don't know. Which one is it? You'll never know. Hold
What?
on.
It looks like the swords went towards Irina.
He could be anywhere right now.
They did, because
Oh.
it's asking me to make a constitution saving throw for some reason for concentration. So, yes, it hit me.
What are you concentrating on?
I have no
No,
idea.
it's not that Irina. It wasn't Irina. There it is.
What are you concentrating on? What? Wait. He got Carius and Irina.
Wait, he attacked me, didn't he?
Yep. Okay. So
Wait.
straight out of the ground, Karis unseen, because he literally is unseen right now. He rises up, comes up behind you with 2 daggers in hand, and stabs them into your back.
Okay. Do I see him after he's done this?
I mean, the attack was unseen, so we had advantage on it. Which is why
Yeah.
it was sneak attack.
But then, does that reveal his location?
It does.
Okay. Let's
What's
see if
your
I.
reaction say though? Is it on an attack?
It says when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack.
There you
So
go.
I can see him. And...
You can't do it on that one.
Yeah.
Somehow you're alive on 3 HP. I guess I rolled just under your quite enough. I rolled a minimum damage on the dagger. That's okay. Alright. That was his bonus action and movement, his attack action, and I guess after that he's gonna sneak back down into the ground. And then his turn. Oh my god. Don't worry about that. That -9 there. Ow. That's all I can say.
He ended his turn underground, didn't he?
You hear an audible like underneath the earth. It's very muffled. But that's it. You're immune.
Right, okay. Pretty much the only thing I can do right now, considering target left is playing games, and considering Carius's condition, and Irina could probably use a little bit of help if it reaches out. I'll do a mass cure wounds.
Yeah, why is my health dropped by like 29?
Because for some reason it's hitting you when it's been hitting me. That's why it's
I was
triggering
on
the
79, and now I'm just like 50.
Yeah, hits because it.
You was on 76.
I was on 79.
You're good.
Yeah.
That's 76. Yeah.
Mass cure wounds. No.
So double hear you.
Something else.
Oh god, I can't see this very easily.
You're just gonna have to type in the, what is it, 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. What is that for this?
Spellcasting modifiers +9.
Oh wait, no, you can. Rescue wounds.
It'd be 3d8 plus 5, wouldn't it? Because that's your spellcasting stat.
Oh, I think you've got a little circle there for range.
So you're here?
Yeah.
So it gets...
You can move the range, but yeah, it's not going to get Arena.
Where are you putting it?
Well, it's only going to be for Carius, isn't it?
Well, you can get Kashan.
You could get Kashan and yourself.
Kashan there because I can't see it very well with all the little doodads everywhere.
Oh, it also got all your elks.
I mean, sure.
And there you go.
Thank you.
11 healing.
Hey.
Right.
Sweet.
Any movement?
Yeah. I think that's all he's going to do for now.
He's quite happy perched on top
Okay.
of his boulder.
Because the elks have their own
Alright.
turn, don't they? So.
The elves are going straight after you.
So it's the elf's turn now.
Oh, it's the elf's turn. Okay, if that's
the
the case, I'm
elks.
going to have 2 of the elks beside me. I'll get them to move so they're with Carius, so he's got a little bit of backup with him.
Remember that they all have death saves as well.
What?
Cold until something attacks again.
They all have death saves as well. The class characters.
So yeah, so they're not down yet.
Oh,
They could be
okay.
healed.
Just so you know.
Anyway.
I didn't know that. I've never done them before. They just go poof by the time they get to 0.
I don't think they
Anyway,
do, but yeah. Don't know what he's talking about.
If I can, then I might move 2 of the ones which is up by Llewellyn as well, closer to Irina, if that's allowed. just so they're kind of like spread out and everyone's got a little bit of backup with them.
Deal.
Okay. Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, they basically hold their action if anything, tries to attack or anything, or if, they're close enough and our friend pops out of existence
Gotcha.
and they can get to them.
Looking around, shifty eyes, creeping their hooves against the ground, waiting.
Feel the ground beneath their hooves.
Okay. Hmm.
8 of them.
No, I mean, how many of us? Two. Yeah, so okay, yeah, cool. Sarah was covered.
We go down to Llewellyn's go.
I am going to hold another action for when I see Whirl appear. I'm going to hold the good old trusty magic missile at 5th level. Let's go with 5th level.
Okay.
Mean. We're so mean.
Alright, another pebble around. Come on, Jamie, you haven't rolled yet. You can give me a d4 from the wild magic table. There's if you go to rollable tables in the top right tab,
Oh, rollable
then
table.
click
Where's
custom.
that? Where's that, sorry?
Top right tab, rollable table,
Top.
Um,
Right.
and then click mouse.
Rollable table. There it is. See it, see it.
And then click the roll.
Roll.
and we're
I
back to
remember
water.
we were going to say that we were going to re-roll until you get either water,
Roll again.
until you either get fire
Oh, yeah.
or... Oh, there it is. Cool. There it is. Sweet. Ah,
Yes,
loaded.
make it even more suitable for me and Irene.
Yeah, you say that, but it's still gonna hurt. Alright. So, the rock where all the other characters were hiding behind suddenly just crumble away. And in its place, you start to see out of the walls themselves, these kind of large dragon heads begin protruding. Their eyes flare up, and fire begins spewing from their mouth in a jet right across the battle. In a kind of a cross-shaped platform. Move it into place. Boom. Alright, I need everyone who's in the path of a flame to roll me dexterity saving throw. That's Carius. That's Kashan. Looks like Yurayun as well.
I'm not
can't
seeing
see
these
anything.
flames. Nothing's changed for me.
Okay, you want to refresh them?
Yeah, we're still on Earth.
Do a refresh. Because it's right there.
It took so long to get here.
Yeah, well
What did
then...
What did you say to potentially change?
A thing. He said change a thing.
On your settings on your browser, there's
Right, it's going to take a while for this to do it, so bear with me.
there is a setting in advanced
Mm-hmm.
using hardware acceleration wherever unavailable.
Yep.
Settings, system, under
Yep,
advanced.
I've got that turned on.
Okay, cool.
Where's advanced? I don't even see advanced. Oh, there,
Depends
yeah.
on your browser, but
Right.
yeah.
And
It's
System.
it's under appearance for me.
System, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, it
RP.
was under. Yeah, it's under system. Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, we're not trying the other 21 troubleshooting method.
Yeah. Use
That'd be
hardware
just-
acceleration when
Yeah.
available, and it's on.
Yeah.
It's
Done already.
well,
Right.
that's sad.
Cool. I'll take it up with
Next day.
Foundry then. Because that's the only troubleshooting that I'm willing to try at this moment. Other
Stop
than that,
changing.
I just need Carrier, Yuri, and Sean to make the deck play. I'll do the one for the elk.
13 for me.
What about any of the downed people? Are any of them in the way?
Looks like
No, they're
Crusher
not.
might.
Crush is kind
Ooh.
of in the middle. But he's like barely on the corner. So no, he's not in that square.
Okay.
Kind of in the middle. And these are effectively walls of fire, so the damage is pretty high. But let's see what people got when they come back. One elk is definitely in red, that's for sure. But
Well,
let's go back to their little lane of
which elk's in the fire?
the one next to Irina.
Yeah, that one is, but you rolled 2 deck saves.
Yeah,
Which
so
other
there's
one
another
is?
one. And even when this one passed, he failed and died. Only got 13 HP, so
Oh.
the wall of fire is still enough to incinerate it.
I'm still up! I'm still up!
How? Really?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got a 13, which fails, but I'm fire resistant.
Yeah, you take
So it's
13, you're on
halved.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Good Sean, everyone. Just need Sean to make one,
Yeah.
and Yuri in deck saves.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know why that's so funny.
And evasion.
Yuri does get
Evasion.
squashed a bit. Okay, so you managed to quickly duck out of the way, seeing it coming just in time. Yuriun does take full 26, another concentration check to the elk.
I assume we got the inspiration on that round.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah, 100%. For a quadruple knockout, the crowd has gone wild. Shocked and amazed, and now fired up. The
Literally.
Conflux Arena has turned against you, it seems. But thankfully, most of you are out of that.
As I get hit by this, even though it won't reduce the damage, I'm going to cast Absorb Elements at 3rd level.
Okay. You wanna do that?
Because, yep. So,
Alright, you-
I mean, doesn't
you just
reduce
wanna
the
keep
damage
damage
any.
ready.
Yep, I'm basically. This is the arena. I'm going to use the arena as my weapon.
That's cool. I like it. Alright,
Yeah.
Sean is up. After nimbly ducking and cartwheeling out of the way, you're up. Crusher is next to you. He's just like on the ground.
So I'm just going to step away from the fire.
Yeah.
And I don't see anyone.
Well, Crusher's in front of you, unconscious. Got 2 elks next to you.
Well, yeah, they're unconscious. They're out, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're unconscious.
Will came back after he went unconscious.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
have
on death save,
death
so
save.
they could be brought back up.
right. Well, in that case, Crusher.
If Will has that capability. We don't know if Will has any healing potions or anything.
Yeah, but he could potentially sneak up to one of the others and use a
Alright.
potion, maybe.
Are you punching him in the head?
I'm just gonna kind of like kick him once and then look up to the refs effectively.
The refs lean forward. I don't think Crusher's gone yet. He's about to. The refs are leaning forward. They're casting a spell. It looks like perhaps teleport him out of there. And you can see there is a cleric healer ready with Spare the Dying. But one kick. You can see one referee like holds up 2 hands. I guess they have to say 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'll
Base
just
hit.
hit him again.
Alright, hit him again. Good advantage. That's a fine hit.
Pick him when he's down.
And 3 strikes. And he's out of there, ladies and gentlemen. The Crusher, the indomitable, immovable object has in fact been moved as he is teleported and yanked out of the arena. Woo! Whoosh. And he's taken in by the clerics who quickly like feather dying him before he takes the third failed death save. And your punch kind of into the ground instead. God, he's just going around executing people. You can roll advantage with that. There it is.
Oh, sorry.
Which one are you going for first?
Well, I was gonna do one each, but I guess if I have the chance to crit, then yeah, I see what you mean.
They're prone.
So I'll just quickly do one each for them again.
Oh. I mean, they're crits anyway. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Well, if I get
twice
that
two
20, then
fails.
it will be 2 fails, wouldn't it?
No, it's 2 fails anyway, because they're prone and unconscious and it's a melee attack. It's a coup de grace sort of thing.
Oh, so then
Yeah.
ignore those last 2 strikes then, I guess.
Well, looks like Salt is down and out and gets teleported away. But Pyre is still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
And that's going to end your go. Flush needs to roll a test.
Just kind of walk around like...
Please. That's a 20. Nope. Irene. Irene is up. There's a wall of fire next to you, and I wanted to point out, Kishan, you're ending your turn there as well. You do also take the wall of fire damage as well. So there's a heat all around you. You're basically in the cage.
Oh, I
The
see.
wall of fire is directed inwards to make this kind of blazing cross section. So when you end there, in fact, Pyre ended their go. No, they haven't ended their go yet. Okay.
I didn't realise there was a wall of fire. Can I try and get out of it?
You can, but you'd be moving through the wall.
Not
so you'd be taking
necessarily.
I think you'd be safe in the middle.
I
Just
don't think I would, because there's 10 feet in it.
Yep, 10 feet.
Oh.
So, in that case, where was I?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's bad.
You start
That is-
in the wall, you run out of it.
So I can run and kind of kick off of the wall and try and climb up a bit.
Okay, I like up the portcullis.
I want to try and climb
Yeah,
over the
up there.
top. But that I've moved my full
What movement
100.
have you got? That's
100.
100.
Yeah, because I didn't move in the last turn.
Yep, so he's using his feline agility to do his double movement.
Alright, nice. You sprint through the corridor of heat, trying to find a safe space, climbing up the portcullis, and then dangling by one of these teeth, ornately hanging from the entrance. I'll consider that just barely out of range. But, yeah, you can feel the blazing inferno beneath your tippy toes.
Cool.
Okay. Irena's go. We're all muted, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know. So essentially, nowhere is safe.
I think
so-
you are, because it's directed inwards, so you're fine on the out.
It's the
That's
four,
correct.
four
You're in,
corners.
you're in a quarter that is very hot, but being next to that side of the wall does not feel as hot as the inside.
However, I'm gonna go. Five and eight.
I'm gonna try and get to him in melee.
No. I had a thought, but now this way is easier, so I'm gonna go here, and we are going to do the old Eldritch Blast.
So you've got
Okay.
3 blasts.
You roll with disadvantage, but you only need one hit to make it. Or no, you
Why
need two.
disadvantage?
Because he's
Because he's
prone.
prone.
Okay. Um. Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay. Eldritch
It actually says if they're unconscious, attack rolls have advantage. So because he's unconscious and prone, wouldn't that balance out?
No, I don't think
Fair.
so.
Just thought I'd ask.
Didn't give.
I think you have to be in melee to do it. Anyway,
that-
that is 13 the first one, so that's a miss.
Yeah, it didn't do the disadvantage thingy.
Yeah, you gotta hold
Reason?
control.
Yeah, that's what I did, but it didn't work. It did this last time
I
as
think
well.
Because of random keyboard.
How
Yeah,
many
just roll another 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because it's not doing it again.
An 18, that won't do it. That's his AC. So
I
that
also
will
have
strike
one
in
more
his
shot,
body,
so...
rolls to the side, and takes a death saving throw.
And I get one
Third
more
and
shot.
final shot. Yes, you do get one last.
15.
Yes, it was, James. Yes, it was.
15, 24. 15 is unfortunately a miss.
How many knocks have you got on him?
I was going to ask that. Does he ignite?
Yeah, that would have been the third
He
one.
does, actually. He's got 1, 2 now. So he's on fire. Actually. So he just needs one last build tap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Carius.
Right, Carius is gonna charge forward towards Pyre, raise his glaive, channeling fire through it, and
Hold
then
up.
his... Yeah,
You moved, and I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity.
which means the Elks would also get their attack of opportunity because they were holding their action.
We can't see him. And he's not moving into the visible space. Sneaky. Sneaky sneak.
Then you...
That
Wow.
was his strategy the whole time. Be underground. Attack people from underneath. I think that's a hit.
Yeah,
How much damage you want? 1 HP.
yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't
tell you
that
what.
mean he's reaching into the fire?
Yeah, as well.
He's stabbing into Carius' foot, and he's not in the square of the fire. He hasn't moved. If everyone's wondering, like, can you elk him now? Can I fire him? He hasn't moved. He's just Carius has moved out of his range of attack of opportunity. But all that
Stabbing.
you see happen is Carius go to run forward, and then suddenly there is a knife through his foot, upward, and as it
Okay.
sinks back through the ground, he falls unconscious.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. That's it. That's
That's
all you
right.
see. And now it's his go. It's going to maneuver. Oh boy. There's a bad thing though. This strategy doesn't last forever.
Should have done that. Should have done that, but whatever.
He didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides, this might potentially knock him unconscious if he stays underground. I don't know how much HP he's got left.
Got something from the grave.
We're the next nearest target. We're in six. Nope. I don't want to go there either.
So many effects on the screen.
Okay. That's sneaky. Can you get that? Doesn't want to be in the wall of fire. Doesn't want to be. Okay, so he's going to go for the next nearest target. Is Yuriyun. And as he raises up out of the floor, 2 oaks can attack him
I don't know.
with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
And Llewellyn's magic missile triggers, I believe.
Nope, because he can't see through a wall of fire.
Ah, yeah, can't see through the wall. That's sucky.
If one of these elves makes it,
Times, am I?
yeah,
There's
you
only
will.
2 there. Oh wait,
Disadvantage, so.
A 9 misses. Whoa! Oh, God.
Damn.
And that was close. Alright. He manages to evade each hoof as he comes out of the ground. The elk's viciously trying to stomp him back down. But he does manage to get through.
Whack
And with one bloody knife, he's already cleaning the blood off one as he strikes with the other. And he's going to you're you. With a natural 20. Oh boy. That's going to sting. It's going to be sneak attack times 2. So. Oh my god, he might actually do this. No, I'm thinking well out over my head.
Does he
what
not
have we
take?
done?
Does he not take wall of fire damage for being
Nope.
within 10 feet of it?
Only
No,
if he
yeah,
ends his turn now.
Only if he. Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Why? 25? That'll put Yuriyun unconscious.
Which then
Okay.
gets rid of the elks.
Okay, we'll get rid of the elks. The elks have managed. They have one chance to maybe end the fight there. But the world is proving a stubborn combatant. He is going to go back down beneath the ground. Because he doesn't want to end in the wall of fire.
question.
Oh boy.
Yuriyun was posing as an archdruid.
Oh,
Going
no.
Is that not...
He is polymorph. I thought you would.
Does he not
guess
go
he-
back to his other human form?
Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't
Because
turn
that's
back
how he
into a
was
dragon
when he
form.
polymorphed?
Yeah, but he's not concentrating on polymorph. It's not like a spell he loses. It's actually physically changing, but I guess you're
Yeah, but
right
if
in
you're
the way that
polymorphed
he
and you
does
go
lose
down
the
to
HP.
0,
Yeah. He will go back into a human form, yeah. Everyone can see he does suddenly change form slightly, but there's kind of like a blurry effect on the guy before he shifts back into normal. But everyone is kind of not seeing any of this because there's a wall of fire as well in the way. But Well is back under the ground, and let me roll one of these.
I start booing.
You're like,
Yeah, he's using boring tactics in a game that's meant to be exciting.
I call Stunning Strike boring. Let's go, next turn. Yuriyun is unconscious, makes a death save, because loses. He makes a death save and loses a save. So I just need a d20 roll from you guys. 1d20. Okay, that's a pass. One pass, one fail, as Yuriyun's body is slowly being burnt away. But he is laying on the ground, like, probably trying to make out he's unconscious, not wanting to give the game away, effectively. So he's just like, the fire, it burns! Okay, moving along. So, fire. Okay, fire needs to make it. And it has to be a 20. Nope, okay. Fire is resistant to fire, but not immune. So you would see fire be pulled away. As the flames engulf them, the referees teleport her out. Okay, so he's unconscious. The villain! Coming for you next, buddy.
There goes my spell.
There it goes, yeah.
Oh. What can I do? What can I do? I am going to hold. I'm gonna go with a 4th level Mind Spike.
Mind Spike.
I'm gonna just move my character to about here. And just shout, "Come at me, you coward!"
Okay. With that, the final element has been rotated. The Conflux has made its journey through the elemental planes, one by one. And it is the wind that is upon us. Let us see where it is. Not that
That's
one.
just
Not that one.
that's just really unfair, knocking Karis unconscious before the element he's best at.
I guess so. You're right. Okay. Here we go. Found it.
What air?
Yeah, he's like he
Alright.
can control winds. It's one of his
So it's-
specialties. Is controlling the winds.
It starts off as this strange elemental rune appears in the center, an eye with swirling triangles that suddenly rapidly grows. And as it does, it blows the flames away. The dragon heads return back into their chambers inside the walls. And immediately after this rune explodes, it causes a whirlwind to erupt. I need everyone to give me a strength saving throw as
I
they are
fail.
hurled up into the air.
I
But
fail
I'm-
automatically.
You fail automatically instead of you. And
But
that goes for everyone in the arena.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Surprisingly rolled well.
Okay. On a success. Okay, well, first of all, everyone is flung up into the air. Those who got. I haven't even seen anyone roll yet. Where's
But
Michelle? Okay. Okay, you're held and bludgeoned a bit as well. Alright, so Kashan, you're taking 19 bludgeoning damage. Mavellan, you take no bludgeoning damage. You are still whisked up into the air as everyone is now swung at least 20 feet up into the air,
That's fine.
and you're flailing around. The area is obscured, not heavily obscured. That just means ranged attacks have disadvantage. And that is everything. Everyone's 20 from the air. I think Irina, did you get? Oh, you took 19 bludgeoning as well. There you go. Bam. As you kind of like hold, kind of like one of these statues and then spin around. I'm gonna give you a random direction as well. So you fly over this way. You kind of like impact into that statue. And Kashan, you end up going straight down, kind of ricocheting off this statue. Okay, everyone's 20 feet in the air. That's it. That's the change of elements. And yes, at the start of the turn, one of you have a group lucky point. If you wanted to use it, well, hold on, wait. We got through the round. You still have the lucky point. You know what? I'm gonna be sneaky and take that lucky point for getting 2 down. Afterwards, getting a crit. The crowd are like trying to see where Wall is. And they're like, where is he? This guy's unstoppable. He's gonna solo the entire team. Okay, Kashan, you're up.
Cool.
Oh, where's Wall? I remembered. Where is he? Oh, he's still
Where?
on the ground, isn't he? So technically, he's
Yep.
not even in the whirlwind. Amazing. Okay.
He is the whirlwind.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I'm just going to climb back up and keep an eye out for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You can try and hold on to one of these statues if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Irina.
Okay. You said we're 20 foot in the air.
Yes, everyone is. Yeah. Oh, from well.
Okay. Well.
Including Karis's body, flailing around, taking a death save as well as a result of that.
yeah,
I'm going to do something a little bit on the creative side.
Okay.
Since we're getting flung around, I am going to investiture a flame. So I am now a flying ball of fire. And I want to kind of use my coat as almost like a hot air balloon situation so I can try and steer myself in the right direction that I want to go.
Okay. I'll allow it, yeah.
I read books. I know what a hot air balloon is.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least know the property of hot. And I would like to... How easy can I move? What's my maneuverability?
You can, I'll say with that little stunt, you can use your full movement in the air.
Okay.
Everyone's got like, you've got like a flying speed, and you've managed to like effectively reorientate yourself and blast forward or backwards, up or down. You can go anywhere now, as long as it's, as long as you're able to keep that investiture of flame up.
Okay. Like, I heard Llewellyn taunting this guy. I've seen Carius and Urian go down, so I'm imagining he's going to go towards that area.
Possibly. With everyone in the air now, he can't really sneak from the below. It's going to be tricky for him to stab someone in the air, right?
I also don't want him getting around here, so I'm gonna steer myself to there. And actually, no, I can't do that. That's gonna end my turn because I've used my action.
Okay.
But I am a hot air balloon of fire.
You are a little arena balloon. Okay, cool. Gonna end your go and go down to Carius. You're on. Make another death save. I think you're on. Oh, that's a fail. So you're on.
You use the lucky point to re-roll, do you think, guys? Or do you want to save that?
Sure, why not?
No, I'm fine. I've got one more turn. If Karis is out, Karis is out.
Okay. Alright, do strike. And it as well, go. Oh,
I mean,
boy.
Karis took out their entire team. I feel like if...
So... Nope. Can't do that. Can't do that either. Can do that though. Okay. I guess Wall's only option is to come out of hiding, and as soon as he does, he's immediately propelled upwards into the air, and he instead rides the wind. He is an air genasi. He becomes visible right over here, but he is still obscured. So he flies out forwards, still bloodied, still got all these bruises and broken ribs from the
he's moved within
food.
5 feet of me.
He has, but he's just about.
So
he's moving towards you.
He takes a D10.
Well, he's flying towards you like this. And are you holding a spell, Llewellyn?
I am, yeah.
And what range is it?
60 feet. And he's within 60 feet.
He emerges here and flies straight upwards towards Arena. So that actually happened first. Before he gets
Hell yeah. So it was at 4th level, I believe.
Yeah. A wisdom save from him.
Oh, bollocks.
Wisdom save. Okay.
It didn't even do it anyway, it just did the
Yeah, because mine's like a gold spell. It's not migrated properly. But I'll just do a wisdom save and see what I get. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So...
Which is 4d8 psych...
Oh,
5d8 psychic damage.
5d8, is it?
Yeah, because it's 2d8 plus 1d8 for each level above second. You did it at 4th, so...
So 23 damage.
you hitting me for?
That's him throwing a knife as he goes down to the mine strike. Because he's flying through the air, swirling like a tornado himself, riding the wind. He sees Irina throw these two daggers towards you. They kind of, one of them gets whisked away by the wind, and as soon as he's finished throwing them, you see a spell kind of strike him in the side of the head. He flinches, his head kind of goes at an angle, and his eyes have gone wide, as suddenly his body goes limp and flies into a nearby tornado that whisks his body away.
I like the idea that my mind spike is like a mage hand that just face palms him at speed.
Oh,
So as he's coming forwards, he gets hit by the face palm and he throws a dagger.
yeah. Well,
Just flat to the face.
with that, as the final person goes unconscious, there's no chance anyone else can heal him or Slush. But let me check something. Well, so Lavellin. Yeah, Lavellin, if you wanted to not knock them from unconscious into dying, you could easily do so with just a simple magic missile. So the fight is called here effectively. Everyone, you see the winds begin to ease back down, and as you notice this, you see everyone, all the mages casting a featherfall on you guys. Why not? So the victors can float safely down back to the ground. And it has returned. There's a few dying like dust devils, but after those subside, you're left on the battlefield. The clerics can rush forward and get Carius up.
I rush over to Yuriun, because with my perception, I probably know he's faking it.
Yeah,
I'm just whispering to him. I'm like, dude, you
What?
need to. You're showing.
Oh no! He quickly hides away one of his wings. The
Go
crowd
back.
are like, what?
Do you need me to do it, or can you turn back yourself?
No, I'm fine. I can do it. I can do it.
Okay.
Yurian does get up onto his feet, looks around, dusts himself off.
I just make it look like I'm like giving him like a medicine check.
Sure.
Oh. As Karis is healed and just sort of looks around, he sees the on fire Irina coming at him, and he's just like, "Well, you're still up, so I assume we won."
Hey, you're right.
Well, I got a hole in my foot. That's a new one.
That's fixable.
Yeah, sneaky guy digging underground. Well, ghosting underground.
I go to offer you a hand up, realize I'm on fire, and just sort of pat myself, and then the fire goes out. And then I offer you a hand. I'm still sort of smoking.
Yeah. Shakes your hand. It's just like takes your hand and shakes it. It's just like, well, I feel we
to
work.
help you on your feet.
Yeah, he shakes it as he takes it because he can. Just like, well, I think we did pretty well there.
Do we need the gods to help that cat down out of that tree? Oh, he's got
Nah,
it.
he's fine.
All right. You hear Chester say, "Fate has chosen its victor. Let us hear it. The Kia stars." And the crowd does indeed go wild. And you even see the vizier standing up, clapping and applauding your performance here.
And Karis, just as one flair for this, is going to just shoot lightning bolt straight in the air. It's like a victory thing.
I was about to say I shoot a fireball into the air as well.
Oh, you shoot the fireball. The bead of light hits there. My lightning goes through it as it explodes.
Yeah.
So it's like crackles with the lightning. I like that as an effect.
You could say it's like an exploding star.
Yep. Exactly. The supernova.
Do you want to strike a victory pose as well, Kushan, Irina?
Irina literally just rolls her eyes and shakes her head.
Kashan will give a few flips.
No.
Flips, or an actual flip.
Victory.
I imagine you meant like backflips.
Oh,
Both.
He suddenly gets a case of the zoomies.
Both is good.
Here's your back.
There we go.
I'd imagine if they ever wanted to talk to you now, Irina, they probably will. If only to try to challenge us to a rematch.
You wipe the blood from your face there, Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. You can be hosed down if you want.
What's the saying? You sure that you whiff your salt?
Yeah. If it wasn't for that wall of fire, I was literally going to go up to Pyre with my glaive on fire, then charge it with booming blade, and just be like, and now I will use both elements. And finish her off.
Maximized 80 damage. You do against 3. So you did 80, 160, 240 damage.
I mean, it was wasted because technically, if Well had been in range, I could have hit all 4.
My bum. That was an incredible turn.
It was.
Double chain lightning was too much for them to handle. Even a barbarian raging. It's obscene amounts of damage.
That destructive wrath is so bad. It's awesome. I can only do it once a day, but I'm okay with that. It's a good, like, clutch moment.
One is all you need. So
I was just so happy when he moved into range.
the Vizier is there clapping and cheering you guys, and your reward is handed to you. You're seeing several officials come out to these guys, and they come along in a line, congratulating you, shaking your hand, and also giving you the new belt. Yes, there is a gold-plated belt, which is, of course, the title of the Conflux champion. You have now earned that title, because this was effectively a title match. You challenged the previous champion. So you're each given one of these belts that have the kind of 4 elements all kind of like swirling around in one emblem.
How much
Karis is actually really happy with that belt because that's kind of his thing now. He's trying to change elements and the flow of elements.
It's a pretty chunky belt. It's like a wrestler like championship.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, I've already got the Dwarven Kind belt, so it's pretty bulky.
One of them looks into which one is the manager here?
If you're talking about who fronted the money, that would be me.
If you're talking about who set it up, that would be me.
And if you're talking about our de facto leader, it's the cat.
Meow.
Yeah.
Since when was the cat the de facto leader?
He's the Meow Ninja.
I'm gonna go with the financial manager. So they hand you a big chest of gold. In fact, yeah, it's not just a sack. You're given like a treasury chest. Opening it up, you see that all the coins are neatly stacked, and they are you could easily look at it yourself and judge how much it is. Of course, a full 7,000.
Do we also get our 1,000 back that we paid to get in?
Was it 7,300?
Yeah.
I think it was 7,300.
7,300.
Yeah. So you can add that gold to your sheet there, please.
Is this like the money you put in you get back?
No, this is your total winning.
Just checking.
7,300 for that.
That's right.
I have a lot of gold.
You have a lot of gold, yeah. Yeah, you do.
I have a lot.
Okay. Congratulations. Oh, right.
Holy crap!
With that, we're going to go over to the interviews. If you want to stick around for that. The crowd are just already walking away. All right, well, the Vizier, do you have any words for these fine champions?
So much money.
And of course, he shouts out and says, "It is a moral to be learned this day. It is that no king rules forever. The elements shift uncontrollably. And it seems as though lightning is something we should all take heed of and not underestimate. And of course, iron as well. It's good to see that some champions can harness them at such a high degree here within the arena. This is what it is all about. Harnessing the element. Respecting the natural chaos.
Yeah.
And I expect great things from these. Not just here within these walls, but outside and across these lands. keep your eye on this adventuring party. And he kind of gives you all a respectful nod.
Yeah.
Alex just
Under
sort
my
of-
duties, may the
Yeah.
sun bathe you all. And the crowd kind of, as they're exiting the arena, will kind of reply, may the sun bathe you.
May your day forever be spicy.
No.
Take a deck save.
Deck saving throw?
Uh,
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And Karis is just like, oh, I'm so they're just unlucky that they're
They're
lucky
digging
and
it.
unlucky that
Oh my god.
They're throwing me
they
flowers.
took me down before the air.
Now a battered sausage comes flying your way, but you're actually able to catch it in your
I
mouth. if
catch
you really
it, yeah, in a backflip, and I just like, you know, when the guy is crowd surfing and he gets a drink thrown at him, he catches it and downs it.
want.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Yeah, nice.
After sort of the crowd
Alright.
disperses, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give each of the party like 1,000 gold. Out of what I was given.
1,000 gold.
You each get 1,000
You're
gold.
gonna split it up.
And
No.
yeah.
Can I
that
have
does
one?
technically include Yuriyun. Because he did some helpful healing.
Does
and
it?
the elves, so
Out of curiosity, how much gold did you have before you gave up thousands?
5,000.
just over 5,000. I have
you went
12,000 gold in my
12,000.
pockets and I cannot carry it all. That's the only reason I'm sharing.
Yep, I'll take 1,000 gold.
Love it.
And
I've
then
added
I'll
mine.
give Andy 1,000 when we get back as well.
Hell yeah.
So that will
So
put
it's
you
1, 2,
at.
3, 4. So I'm at 7,000 now.
So you're back down to. Yeah.
I'm 7,790.
But the gold of the party is no less richer as a result of splitting that. Yuriyun thanks you graciously and says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting this, but I appreciate the offer."
You did your fair share. It's only fair.
And if you don't think you did well enough, consider a wedding gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
will
to be fair, I
consider
think
it
we
that.
did enough for him, but
Yeah, I know, but you know.
And you got a neat little belt to take home.
Yeah?
I knew you guys were the best.
However,
And,
if you don't mind, could I get my horn back?
your horn. Oh,
The horn
right.
of Valhalla that he never got around to using.
Of course,
Awesome.
of course. Here you go. He will hand the horn back.
I wanted to see it get used, but
I was
got
tempted,
used.
but looks like we'll have to wait another day to see Cal Hatter's finest.
Yeah.
where are
Well-
the other group?
They are in this behind this portcullis. You can already see there are many clerics tending to their wounds and healing them, and they are still up. And if you want to talk to them, you can.
Yeah, I'd like to go over.
Okay.
Yeah, Karis would as well.
All right.
And also get back our other equipment. And I'll
Sure.
give them back their glaive.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go.
So you head over. Portcullis is up. You can enter in. There's the sort of like a barracks. You can see there's weapon racks. You can see that several of them are like holding their head, shaking it off, trying to figure out what happened. That Crusher is even asking that, like, what happened? There was a flash, and then did we get disqualified?
No, that was Carius, and
Yeah.
technically Labellin too.
Yeah. I'm afraid whilst the elements you may possess are earth, fire, well, I favour lightning. And, well, sometimes lightning does strike twice in the same spot, it seems.
Yeah. My bad too.
Yeah, Karis sort of, it's like, I honestly wasn't expecting it to take you all down, so I kind of feel like I ruined the fight a little, but yeah, no.
That was a good move. You see Pyre saying, I was about to really unleash the heat. If you hadn't done that, there'd have been a firestorm raining around you.
Nice.
Ooh.
I was I just sort of say I was actually planning to, you know, when you were unconscious, I was planning to. My finishing blow was going to be my glaive covered in fire because I thought it'd be thematic. You know.
I
Irene is
apologize.
really salty about losing her her arcane hand straight away. Oh,
Yeah. I apologize for Will for the slap to the face, but I also let him know that I've got tabs on him for the next hour.
Wells like didn't know that elks could hit so hard. You can see he's like nursing a bruise on his head. He's
Yeah.
taking his eye patch off as well. Looks like he does still have an eye, hasn't actually lost one.
Yeah. I.
But if you haven't lost an eye, what's that for? And
Is that? I'm
It's-
guessing that's what lets you see through the ground.
That'll be the one. Cool day. Devil's detail eye patch. That was my magical item I took in. Fire took the potion of speed. Slosh took the sensor of water elemental. And Irina, sorry, no, Crusher had the called
the
brooch of many sizes.
many.
Mm-hmm. Check that thing out.
Just out of curiosity, how much did it mess up your plans for you not to be able to use the potion of haste on Whirl?
A little bit, but it looked like it was doing a good job on Crusher nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of why I had to go all out. I had to take Crusher down, otherwise I think he would have probably brought us down. He was
Mm-hmm.
hitting pretty hard, and with the bonuses and stuff, with the extra speed, he was forced to be reckoned with.
It was a combination of a lot of things. You hear Wells saying he and Pyre says we were drawn forward because we had to heal you. If we hadn't have been pulled so far forward, we wouldn't have been in range of the chain lightning. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I did a lot of
Yeah.
psychic in that battle.
yeah. When I saw, I saw Slosh move into the range of it, and I was just like, I couldn't resist. I honestly thought, based on what I've seen, that Slosh would have been able to avoid it, but I did throw in an extra trick or two to increase that chance.
Yeah, I shouldn't drink so much before a fight.
I don't know. I think that made you harder to hit, but yeah.
They all have their vices and weaknesses. Bolt says we should have hired better.
Oh, I think they put up a pretty good match. I think they were pretty good. I wouldn't say they let you down. It's just every now and then you're gonna face things aren't gonna go necessarily your way. Can't plan for every circumstance. That's why I like to go with the flow when I can.
And I'm just gonna say I'm just idly chit chatting to them while Irina does her thing, talking to other Irina, I assume.
It looks like other Irina is about to storm off.
Yeah, I just I take the belt and I kind of just chuck it so it lands at her feet.
She kind of stops in her tracks and looks down at it. She looks back up at you and raises an eyebrow. What's this for? This is yours now.
Well, I don't particularly want it, never wanted it, and I don't plan on defending any title, so it's yours if you want it. You're the next best Irina, I guess?
She says, the organizers would never let me take back the belt.
Well, otherwise it's just gonna sit there and no one's gonna claim it. I
She
don't plan on
kicks it
fighting
back.
here.
She
Right?
does kick it back to you and it skids to your feet and says, nor do I. I'm moving on. Better things. I don't like losing.
Obviously.
You hear
The
Pryor
name
say,
makes sense.
Pi, exactly. They do get that. Yeah, in fact, at that point, Garius, you hear Pi say, "Did I hear that you're an Irina as well? That's a coincidence."
It's no coincidence. We're both from the library. Every child
Was
that is
from the
left at the
library.
library is named Irina. It's the name you take on when you enter the library. And then the last name depends on your personality.
Oh,
Gosh, oh, that makes sense now.
she's salty.
You get it's the head librarians that give you your last name, essentially. So it's
I didn't really
obvious from your
know
name.
until now, because we'd never really lost until now. But it kind of makes sense now. And Salt just looks around, rolls her eyes, shakes her head, and looks back at you and says, "I don't really fancy being reminded of everything back in the library days.
I only have one
I should have
question about
changed,
it. And then
should
I'll
have
leave it
changed my
alone.
name a long time ago."
I
She's
don't
mumbling.
I don't fancy having a very long conversation about this with you either. When did you leave?
When did I leave? Well, it was before the entire city exploded, I can tell you that much. It was maybe let me think. And about 12 years before the whole place went to shards.
Wow, she old.
12 years prior to that. So doesn't she may be short, but she's not like really young. She may look like a child, but that's just because she's a halfling. But anyway, she looks back up at you and says, "Why? Why are you so interested in the date?"
No, I just wanted to know if you were there when it happened. You weren't, so it doesn't matter.
Nope, but I knew something like this would happen. Meddling with weird magics that you can't comprehend. Took a while to figure out those conjuration runes, though.
What?
Oh, you didn't think I left of my own accord? No, I escaped that place. I was an orphan, so naturally I was under their protection. I had to find a way to sneak away. Finally figured out the transmutation circle.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant something else. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
What?
If you're happy, you're happy. Good luck to you. And
Before you leave, I've got a question for you. How are you using that? And she points towards the scabbard. Candlewick's heat prickles slightly.
Does he recognize her?
I can't give you a yes or no, just the fact that the heat does prickle in your arm. And it kind of, the heat kind of gets higher, like raising up, but kind of goes up towards your head.
I'm literally just going to put my hand sort of on the scabbard and pat him reassuringly. I just do.
Just do.
It works for me. So, Sarcadius let me keep it as long as I didn't burn down any more libraries.
That was you?
That was an accident!
I heard about that. No. I'm laughing at the fact the library took such a huge hit. I was relishing in that fact when they suddenly burnt their library. But it was you all along? That's
everything
fantastic.
in that building was magically protected. Nothing got damaged except for the exterior walls. And maybe a few people got burned,
damn. Ooh. Yeah, I was hoping more of it could get burnt, but oh well.
Alright, don't be too salty.
Hey, they just couldn't figure me out. They tried, forced me to use books and quills, and it was the most boring place ever.
Hey, it was a roof over your head when you needed it. May not have been paradise, but it was home. At least for a short while.
She kind of like
Oh.
stops in the middle of her rambling, and I'd like you to make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all hearing this, or is this just between them two?
Well, I imagine Salt would have stormed off a bit, but the conversation is within earshot, but you're not standing next to them. 27, yeah. She seems to stop in her distasteful comments about the library, because it seems as though you hit a nail when you said about it's a roof over your head, even though it wasn't a place you particularly liked. Meaning that she likely came from a worse point.
You never took the exam. If you escaped, like you said, you never took the exam.
I failed the exam. The preliminary ones, at the very least.
I failed that
Like
12 times.
The mock exam. 12 times?
Mm-hmm.
That's more than me!
That's why I didn't want to fight you. I didn't know if you were one of the ones that had known about it. I thought you wanting to fight me was a
I tried it 4 times and gave up.
I wasn't planning on giving up.
She's still...
Mm-hmm.
She still hasn't got over this. 12 times!
Yep.
Sorry, but you... What made you want to stay after failing 12 times?
I'm a librarian. What I am is what I'm meant to be.
I left after 5.
It's not the easiest of exams, but
She shakes her head, realizing just how little she really did try to persevere. Now, like in comparison to your determination, she's like, huh. You know what? I think you answered my previous question after all.
Which one?
About how you're able to wield that thing.
Oh.
I don't think anyone else has tried that hard, failed that many times, and stubbornly not given up.
Runs in the family, I guess. But yeah, I'm stubborn. And I'm just like, maybe you should, try again. And I'd kick the belt towards her again. We're both just kicking this belt to each other like a football.
She picks it up and then puts it back on you, like physically, rather than kicking it away this time. She actually grabs it.
I don't want the bloody thing.
Puts it around and says, if I have it, then I'll have no determination to take it back. So long as you wear it...
I don't want to do this again! I didn't want to do it the first
then
time!
I'll have something to get better for.
Oh, god damn it. This is not what I wanted. Yes, I'll kill you!
It would be pretty easy right now. I've been battered quite a bit.
She says, hold on to it. It'll give me something to actually fight for that way. But, if you don't fight for it, when I do finally come to challenge you, if you don't heed the call, then the title will be passed back to me. So in that regard, I will still win.
Yeah,
You've got enough trinkets. Looks like you collect all sorts of trinkets anyway.
Yep. I'm a librarian. It's what I do.
Good. And add it to your collection for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
She turns back to the Felidars and says, "Come on, Felidar sovereigns. We've got to get back to training.
Hmm.
One of you needs to learn counterspell other than me." And she begins storming off. Crusher hobbles along.
You could maybe consider one of your magic items being a scroll of counterspell. Don't know if that would
Potentially.
work.
Yeah, potentially. It's not a bad
Or
shout.
or a ring of spell storing with counterspell in it.
Ring of spell storing, that'll do the trick. Yep. Oh, I hear there's one of those in Chad's casino.
Yeah, you probably want to go there. And stay at the 5 kiosk star inn. It's got top reviews.
Yeah. I love it.
Really not affiliated with us, even though it has the same name.
Yeah, you wet? What?
Yeah, you it? Yeah, you.
Yep, they're gone. They're going straight towards the Chad's casino. To
I,
go buy out that ring of spell storing.
I walk over to Irene after hearing all that. I put my hook hand on her shoulder and I go, interesting conversation. I no doubt thee, Irene is stubborn.
I'll stick with strange, thanks. You have no right to change my name. Only the head librarian can do that.
12
Well,
times?
technically, isn't he wearing the robes?
Oh!
Technically, I'm wearing
Guys,
the
she's
robe.
not. She's not the head librarian. She's an archmage.
Yeah. Oh,
Who-
sorry, my mistake.
Who-
Right.
who is the head librarian?
The King's Mage.
Your dad.
Technically,
No, don't
technically-
say it. You say it, and I'm gonna
Because he is-
punch you.
because
say it,
he's
I'll
out of
punch you.
commission,
You say it,
then
I'll
it goes
punch you.
down to me.
I
You
punch him.
Go ahead, please, and roll a hit. 'Cause
Am
I
I
do want
rolling?
to make sure that Jamie can't walk away from this fight, saying
What am I
that he
rolling?
didn't take a single point of damage.
Oh god, he took no damage.
I did take no damage.
But then
No.
again,
What am I rolling?
Oh, just a
Just
strength. You know what?
Just a
You can use your charisma. No,
I can
you
use
can
my
use
charisma.
charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
I
of.
like to think you just whack him with candle
Yeah, the scabbard.
with scabbard.
It's an eldritch punch.
Crack.
And it does
Yeah,
hit.
that'll hit. Yeah.
I'd have let it hit anyway.
I mean,
Cool.
to be fair, I
Take a
warned
point
him
of
like
damage.
3 times.
Yeah.
There you go. Which means you didn't come away unscathed from this fight. You did take damage. There we go.
Right. So now we need to go grab Auntie, and then rest up and
Celebrate
Then-
first.
celebrate whilst resting up. You know, rest
Do you know
and
how many people are
celebration.
going to want to buy us drinks?
That is true.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
And do you know how many people are going to want to come to our hotel?
Exactly. So for a while we should be good on money. I just sort of has Chad joined us or is he just here on the map?
Oh, he's collecting money at the moment from all the bookies and such. He
Did-
did bet on you, right?
Yeah,
He did.
I bet 20 gold.
Okay. Cool. So you get 40 gold.
I tried to bet about 50 Chad coins, but they wouldn't accept them.
No, they don't. Sweet.
That's
So
all.
Chad looks around. It's like, well, you guys are the best. You honestly just made a big show out there. You won me some more money. So thank you. But also, Valent below me that crystal. So
What?
the diamond, back in.
Oh, yeah, that for that guy that went down because I killed him. Yeah, yeah, that's what 300 gold of diamonds.
Yes, please.
Here, hey, I guess I give him 300 golds to get his gold's worth of diamond back.
All right. Thanks.
Take-
All right. So, where are you guys celebrating?
Oh God.
Well, considering we also tried to advertise the hotel, it seems like it'd be a fitting place to celebrate back with the casino.
Okay. The magnificent mention then.
Yeah, maybe you can play us a few tunes, Chad, to celebrate.
Yes. Actually,
Including the mighty Kashan song.
Quick question on our way out. Do I see
Hmm.
any of the vizier's men as we head out, or have they already left?
yeah, you do actually.
Okay.
You want to
Uh,
try them again?
I want to scribble a note out, fold it, seal it, and like use my mage hand to kind of slip it to one of them. Discreetly.
Okay. Sure.
I don't have any tokens with vision on this scene, apparently.
You do. There's one down here.
No, everything's black.
I'll refresh again.
Not that it really matters because Magnificent Mansion isn't on its original setting at the moment. But yeah.
But we've
Okay. Ooh. I'm guessing you're gonna message me later what that message was.
Yeah.
Okay.
have
Cool.
a feast at the mansion.
All right. Yeah. So you
Literally have
head
this,
back to
this
the mansion.
mage
What kind of
hand
music
kind of.
is? What kind of music is playing here other than Snug's theme tune?
Do, 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 do. No.
Just
Over and
seen
over.
it. I can give it some.
Hey,
Well,
what,
It needs.
what should we play next?
Andy,
Play the same song.
Andy's at the other end, so I'm gonna run and get her before we head back to the casino.
Thank you.
yeah. I assumed
Yep.
you were doing that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you're all back in here. There you
I just
go.
sort of burst into the room and go,
Mhm.
Andy, look at all the bread we could buy! And just
Oh,
chuck her
God.
1,000 gold coins.
She's just got crumbs all
Oh
over her
my God.
mouth. But she has. She's probably eaten all the bread that was left.
Collect all our items and things
Quickly
like that.
gets rid of the evidence.
It's fine, you don't need to hide it. And
Yeah.
I literally just give her a little bundle of coins. That's your cut.
Very nice.
But I didn't do anything.
Doesn't matter. You're part of the team, you get some of the money.
Okay. Thank you. It just feels weird for not doing anything.
You looked after our items. Do you know how much that matters?
Egbert!
I ate about an eighth of it.
We can say it's your wages for babysitting.
Egg sitting.
Exiting.
I was
Incubating.
tempted to see if it would do anything, but
Where did you exit to?
He knows how to roll over.
no.
Be like, I'll show you the exit.
Yeah, she'll help Irina like carry everything. She'll like wrap her thing around her face first before they head out.
I
Okay.
start putting all my little trinkets back in my pockets.
I'll let
Alright,
you
so you
into
make
all
it
my
into-
items.
The Magnificent Mansion, where there is a number of different activities, but for the most part, it's a lot of just celebration. There is minstrels. In fact, the entire band has migrated into the main hall.
Yeah.
Slap
With
them
the-
in the,
The lava fountain still going.
where we go. And there's a garden party where the training room was.
Oh.
There you go.
Um,
People milling around on the balconies, talking, laughing, drinking. All the while, there's this magnificent fountain, kind of spewing the water, isn't there? Just fountain, right?
no, it's a lava fountain.
That's lava.
Yeah, it's a lava fountain since Fernice left.
Nice.
Because it's actually a statue of Fernice and the lava's pouring out of her hands.
There's a lot of little clothes going to and fro with the waiter's outfit. They brush past you guys and they've got glasses of wine. They hand you each one. And you're right. One for the world.
So
You take
I guess we need to discuss. We've done the arena. We've done the Vizier. That came out wrong. We've seen the Vizier. We've messed about in the casino. Got the bag of holding. We got the Star Sapphire. How long have we got, and how long do we need to stay? Can we stay here before we need to go?
I think we need to get that Star Sapphire to them as soon as possible. Especially what with those dragons that attacked us when we left.
It's true. So how long have we got left? 4 days, is it? 3 days?
Something like that. 3 or 4.
And Yuryun can get us back in about a day.
We'll say 3.
And Yuryun can get us back in about a day.
I could.
Add an extra day just in case for any complications. We could stay an extra day if there's anything anyone wants to do.
I would
need to do,
rather get this Star Sapphire back as soon as possible.
Yes.
No, not that I'm trying to rush you, but if they're planning an attack,
It's
they'll
true.
be making preparations if we can stop any of that
Yes.
from needing to be done. The better.
Yeah.
But it is the evening, isn't it? Yeah. So
It
why
is.
don't you rest up? We'll head there first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Alright.
There is, however,
Let me
one
just
thing I
look
want to
at
win from the
Irina.
casino.
Okay. The message that I sent with the Vizier's men is to meet him. Because obviously I want to take Andy.
Meet him. Where do you
So
want to meet?
it's essentially kind of like a dinner invitation. You know, to celebrate the victory, etc.
Okay. And you're inviting him where? Back to the Magnificent Mansion?
I mean,
No, just like somewhere. Obviously, we want somewhere that's not in front of a lot of people. More like a private audience, essentially.
are you saying this out loud, or is that just...
No,
Yeah.
this is because obviously you're like, oh, we're leaving in the morning, but I'm like, I
Are we not
want to
done
get
yet?
this done.
Okay, because if this is our last night here, I do give a big speech to everyone to drink up and enjoy the last night of the Kiar Inn. Make sure you get your fun in and whatnot. And make sure you enjoy Chad's Casino. Who knows? Maybe the inn will come back one day. And I just raise a cup.
They all raise their glass. They say, wait, it's only temporary? I thought this place was here for good. Damn it. And people are like, give me another glass of wine. Alright. The one last thing, hold on, right. So which order do we want to do it? Alright. It's not long before a guard enters into the Magnificent Mansion. And it is one of the Vizier's men, you can see. He's wearing the gold band. And he comes up towards you, Irina, and hands you another message.
Okay.
The guard waits whilst you read it.
Yep.
So your message was just to meet up, celebrate.
Yeah.
Somewhere private.
Mhm.
So the invitation is for your party to come
No,
to
no,
the palace.
just me, just me,
Just you. Okay.
just me.
Yeah, well,
Plus-
same again. Either way, you're invited back to. Wait,
Okay.
just you. Okay, so it says like the message says like taken aback by your input. Quite surprised. You just want just the two of us, but if if that is what you wish, I shall make myself available tonight. You're allowed to come to my palace. I do not normally meet others outside in the city. It's much more safe and secure here. Plus, that way at least you can. You're already in a familiar place. Plus, I have all the right. Assuming
I
that you
didn't
want
catch
to
that
break
last bit.
celebrate.
You've gone muffled. I can't hear a word you're saying. What
Yeah.
was that last bit?
And besides, I have all the best wine here. So
Okay.
if you're willing, if you want to celebrate, then the best wine is the best option.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly scribble out a reply note saying I'll be there sort of within the hour.
Okay.
Provided that, you know, I can bring my own attendant, guard, whatever you want to call it. Because obviously he's gonna have his lurking round. I would like to have one of my own.
The guard turns to you and says, after like he does look at the message you've given him, he says, "What is this exactly?
Hmm?
What is this about exactly?"
I just laugh.
He rolls his eyes and tucks the envelope away and heads out.
Cool. I then go to find Andy.
Hello.
Okay. I'm gonna drag her away. from everyone.
She's probably not, because of course there's going to be a lot of people she doesn't know here. She's going to keep to the side. She's not actually really just taking part in this.
Really quickly find you. And okay, so I've got a meeting with the vizier tonight. It is at the palace, but I have said that I am bringing one bodyguard. I've let him know I'm bringing someone with me. So if you can make yourself invisible, that should be valid.
Okay.
Because I've told him I'm bringing a bodyguard, so I want it to look like there's no one with me, but there is someone with me. So,
Yeah, well, I can do that.
and then obviously it means you're not parading yourself through the palace. And if anything goes wrong,
Well, we'll just have to deal with it when it happens.
either way, you're gonna get some answers, hopefully.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame that we couldn't get him out of the palace, but oh well.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he's a little bit on the paranoid side. But can you blame him? It's his job.
That's fine.
Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I will then go invisible when we get close to get the most time of it.
I'd better go and make myself somewhat presentable.
Okay. All right. So you go off. You get presentable.
Covered in soot and blood and who knows what else.
That's strange. What you're setting up, but
I mean,
all right. So
I could prestidigitate it all of you.
That works. We'll do that.
Prestigimon.
Just a Digimon.
With her accent, it's very
Digimon.
difficult to say it.
Presticlean.
Prestigine.
Okay.
And
You
then
clean up
obviously,
Irina and
just try to sneak out without anybody noticing.
okay. Well,
Like to see
Yeah,
you try.
yeah, I was gonna say. First of all, the snug bouncer definitely stops you and is like, "Oh, what's it on? Will you live in a palace or soon?
I'm going out.
Sin.
Going out? Is the mansion not good enough?
No,
The mansion
Snag.
is fine, but I'm allowed to leave.
But
We'll
we
be back.
tried so hard. We put everything together just for you.
I'm just gonna pick up the snug, move him to one side.
Yeah.
And walk.
Oh. Alright, sure. He's not a great bouncer. You move him aside and you walk out. Yeah, he doesn't. He has not got the strength to stop you. There is a bit of a web as you
Before
kind
we
of.
do go, I will point out before we do go, Andy will put, because they have their own rooms in this place, don't they? She'll put her cloak and her violin in her room. She's not taking those with her. Oh,
Okay.
I-
Understood.
Because obviously, when you enter the palace, they take all your items from you. So
Now, unless anyone has a specific reason to actually find Irina and Andy, then I'm not going to make you have perception checks. But there is one person who has a specific reason. And
Chad,
that is.
because he was eavesdropping. I saw that check earlier.
That wasn't eavesdropping. That was him running around and saying, guys, has anyone seen Andy? We were supposed to do a duet together. It's supposed to be amazing, like a little send-off. Has anyone seen her? And you see the snow guy, snow bouncer, say, oh, they just left. Ah, where's she going? Oh, Skelly Chad, give me that thing. You can't run in your heels. And he grabs the bard and rushes out. He grabs the harp, sorry. Grabs the harp and rushes out after. Okay, so you guys head towards the palace. And Andy, are
once we
you
get,
saying you're going invisible?
within sight of it, she'll go invisible. She'll use the she won't be able to use standard invisibility, but she can use the greater invisibility because she's just got that as a standard spell, not on the violin.
She does. That is only a minute long. Invisibility is an hour long, so...
Yeah, well, she can't do
one of-
normal invisibility without the violin, so...
She left the violin behind.
A
Okay.
minute we'll have to
Well-
do, and we'll have to hope to get in quick enough before it wears off.
Alright.
Do you know what? I'm gonna leave all my items and stuff in my room as well, just to make this a faster process. That way, I just have to hand over Kindle Wick.
Okay. So that you don't have to go through all the vetting.
Yeah.
Understood. Alright, in that case then the
Obviously,
progress is fairly quick, and Andy has gone invisible. Can everyone else see the map, or do you need a token on here? You can. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's some... There's still an air of celebration in the streets. After the amazing match, you can hear people kind of like talking about like the highlights and like, oh, did you see that? And wow, that was amazing. And as you move through, you do come up to the stairs of the palace. As you're getting up to the top, one of the guards spots you, and it's at this point, Andy, you think to cast invisibility if you're planning on going on in unseen. The guard approaches you, Irina, and says, "I thought you said you was coming with a bodyguard." Or
Yes,
at least...
my bodyguard is out of sight. They are here, but they are out of sight for my protection.
That doesn't sound like it's good for our protection.
You don't have to worry. I'm unarmed, and you can take my weapon. It's fine. They
look
currently
around.
also on.
They like actually physically look around for a moment. And Andy, I'd like you to make a stealth check with advantage.
We haven't even got my sheet up here, have we?
Double click your character.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just trying to see the screen because, of course, I'm doing this at a slight distance.
Uh,
23.
Only you're still blessed. Why have you got D4 extra?
When was I blessed? I don't know when I was
No,
blessed.
you got D4 somewhere.
I don't touch my sheet normally, so I don't know when that happened.
No,
Because,
yes.
of course, I'm using
you're
a
not
different
blessed.
screen.
Yeah, no. You're not blessed. Just want to know where the D4 came.
No idea.
Oh.
No idea.
Probably was guidance. Alright, anyway. So you got a 15 plus 5. You got 20. Alright. They do not seem to notice, and you're able to sneak in as the doors are opened up for Irina. They notice that you're only carrying down the wick, and they say, "You like to place your scabbard by the weapon rack."
You're going muffled again.
You could hold your scabbard out,
Yep. Happy to do
and
so.
they just look it over. They look it over for a couple of seconds and then place it by the weapon rack. Once again, you can collect this after you're done.
Of course.
Right, follow me. And they open up the doors. This time you don't have to go through all the etiquette vetting because you've done it already. And so you do expedite the process quite fast. As you enter in, you see the vizier is waiting for you. He already has 2 glasses of wine out, and he's looking over by the fire. And as he spins around, he takes a long, deep bow and says, "This is unexpected, but a delight nonetheless. Please, make yourself comfortable, and the guards, you may leave us." They look towards one another once again and hesitate for a second. And the
How
vizier
big are
says,
those plant
"Yes,"
pots?
How big are the plant pots?
Yeah.
and "Yes, I am
Because-
sure."
Andy will hide behind one for now.
Okay.
I know she's invisible, but she's
Alright.
going to duck behind it.
The 2 guards close the door behind, and you hide behind one of these pots.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He goes up to you, Irina, and hands you one of the glasses.
Oh, thank you.
A toast to your
So-
victory.
Yes. Unexpected victory, but Chris Carius
Hardly.
and his.
After
No.
all, you are one of a kind, Irina.
I'm sure there's plenty of other Irinas in the capital.
None who have escaped it.
That we know of.
We would know. There are mages
w-
on the outside monitoring the ship. And so far, you're the only one who has ever escaped. That makes you a special, Irina.
Well, hopefully we can figure out how I did it, and maybe it'll help us find a way to get everybody else out. But that's not why I'm here. And I'm just gonna
Oh.
gesture for him to sit, and then I'm gonna sit.
Okay. He takes a seat. He's kind of got a wry smile on his face. He's not really sure where you're taking this. But he
So,
takes another
okay.
swig of his wine.
Obviously, I came here last time with my friends, and we discussed certain topics, including the wantedness of a certain person.
Irina, we need not play this game anymore. We need to go away with the small talk.
This is not small talk. This is big talk. Okay.
No, it's fine. I understand your need to try and build a rapport, but
No. That we can deal with another time. That's a different issue entirely at the moment. This is.
issues. There need be no issue.
Well. Okay. No. Not what.
He stands up from his chair. He takes your hand in his.
Okay. Not the time. Not the time. God damn it. Not the time. Sit down. Just sit down, please.
He's kind of like leaning forward. Fine. Irina Strange indeed.
Well, we have an audience. Let's not do this right now.
That wasn't me.
No, that wasn't Kirsty typing, by the way. That's Lorena, who is not here. Anyway, the wantedness of that certain person and the item which was stolen.
And
What
do you
would
want,
happen?
Irina? What is your heart?
Again, not right now. Maybe once this is sorted. Yeah, she's just like running in the face. I'm like, oh no. What would happen if this her item person that was taken was found? What would happen
And
to
there
that
would
person?
be a reward.
Yes, but what would
There
happen
would be
to
a
that
reward
person?
for the person that found it, for the actual person, or they would be delivered back to the Sultan's side.
But would they be allowed to leave?
That would be up to the Sultan.
Okay, this is really important that you talk plainly to me right now, because this will ultimately decide a lot of things.
It would be up to the Sultan, Irina.
What is this person to the Sultan? I have to know.
He's gonna quickly roll an insight check here, just to see if he kind of gets what you're saying, because obviously you're mentioning that what would happen if someone was found this. I'm just gonna only roll a 2. Well, Irina, as you're so interested, I will tell you. They are a special individual. A promise was made a long time ago, a bargain, I believe, some sort of deal. I was not in power, I was not in my position when this bargain was struck. You must understand, the previous vizier, very old man, he passed away recently, but I picked up on these duties afterward.
Mhm.
And I cannot tell you the full extent. I just know that there was some sort of pact, maybe, deal, bargain, a promise to be fulfilled. And this person was that promise.
Okay. This person was obviously very, very young and unable to make a decision for themselves. Seems a bit unfair to me.
Yes.
I need to know if this person was found, would you be able to help if they tried to keep this person here against their will?
I would do everything in my power to help, but ultimately that decision is the Sultan. I am an ear to the Sultan. I can offer my advice to them,
Okay.
but I cannot supersede his will.
No, I know, but like, if this person wanted to leave and the Sultan would not allow it, what would happen if I tried to help them leave?
I cannot say. The Sultan would like to take command of that situation. If he was asking me to guess, they would not be mistreated. They would not be harmed. They would not likely be able to leave. Irina, are you saying that you have found this person? This, is this is this why you've come to me?
Maybe.
I see.
But this person is very important to me. And I
He
would not
places
want to
his
see.
glass of wine down on the table for a second. Is she here right now?
She's almost waiting for a signal from Irina.
Well, Andy, I'm just gonna sort of bend my head.
She'll step out.
She's gonna lose her invisibility soon, so she can't really hide for much longer. But she's obviously still got like her scarf and things like
Right.
that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, she's not taken any of that off yet, but yeah, she'll step out. That she's keeping her distance, none the same.
Okay. With the invisibility worn off quite a while ago, you simply just poke your head out from behind the potted plant. And the vizier kind of hadn't noticed yet at first. He seems to be so deep in thought as to these hypothetical situations that he hasn't actually looked up yet. And as he kind of hears your footsteps across the tiled flooring, he like looks up. Huh? Huh? And there's kind of like a scoot of his chair going backwards, and like his initial instinct to maybe like open his mouth and call for the guards, but then appearing before him is a fairly young, unassuming, non-armed native of the
He
Claude
looks like
Coast.
a child. Let's be honest.
I
He
guess,
looks like a child.
yeah. And so at first his instinct is to call the guards, but seeing you're not armed and that you're simply a child, he kind of just pauses and I definitely must apologize, first of all, to you, Irina. I completely misread this whole situation. I'm
Fine.
going to need more wine. And
That's
he
it.
kind of reaches
Conversation
for
for
a
another
glass.
time.
But this this is the Sultan's muse.
The what? The what?
The the
You said the
Sultan's
Sultan's
muse.
muse?
I beg your pardon?
You are her. I have seen
I,
the
yes, I
renditions
am
of
he.
your mother. But you
I
are
think everyone's seen the renditions, and I hold up the wanted poster.
much more familiar than I'd expected. How are you?
I don't get what you mean.
He kind of like stops halfway in his question of like, how are you? And then just says, "Oh, how are you?"
Hungry? But that's kind of normal.
She's always hungry. Always.
I guess, hi. I'm Andy. Apparently, I'm wanted.
I don't know what I did, but here I am.
Come. He says, come, step closer. And he gestures towards
She'll
the
move
door.
forwards, but she's not. Yeah, she's not gonna go too close.
My guards are right outside that door. And you are a very wanted person. You've been on the run for many years. Let us talk first.
I mean, I haven't been on the run from here. I've just been running around.
To be fair, we don't
Mm.
really know what happened or why she's wanted or what happened to her parents, and we just want to find out. We just came for answers, and unfortunately, it's led to this situation.
Your father was. Again, this is all before I came into my position. So please, if you have any emotions still locked up inside, I would urge you to hold them back for the moment while I explain.
Okay.
But your father was convicted for working with the master thief. That was your mother. She was and is still known as the thief of the Sultan, the one who has stolen from him. He has done everything in his power to find her. Your mother evaded our guards, managed to sneak upon a vessel across the sea. Apparently, she made it all the way to the capital, but our guards lost sight of her at one point. We believe she may have traveled the coast past Blakely Castle into Tunbridge, and then we thought her perhaps leaving by boat again, but she instead diverted us, maybe using that as a distraction to head east into the shattered city, as it is known now. There are still some of my guards who were lost in that place. Perhaps they are still looking for her even now. That is the last time we saw her. Our only guess is that the thing she had with her, she departed from in Tunbridge. We don't know who she knows there, but it must have been when, according to all of my records, it must have been when you last saw your mother.
I mean, I do not remember anything about my mother because all I knew was she gave me life. That's it. And then she wasn't in my life anymore. That's it. All I know is since then I was with my father. Then he was beheaded for a reason I didn't know until recently, and apparently it was just to try and draw my mother out. That's all I know.
Sounds like your mother went to the ends of the earth for you, quite literally. But your father was the last tie. Doesn't sound like he gave up. Doesn't sound like he sold you out.
You say he worked with her. Does that mean he used to live here in the capital? What did he do in the capital, if he did? What was he here?
Your father. Your father was known as a master musician. Although he didn't have a huge, notorious reputation, we believe he was a very talented individual. He was not just a musician. And he seems to actually summon a small flame in his hand that kind of dances in between his fingers and then whooshes away. We believe your father was somewhat of a bard, capable of unique spellcasting.
So he wasn't a con man, a swindler, pickpocket, very good with words.
If you,
I mean, it sounds like I'm talking
oh
bad
no,
about my father. I loved him to pieces, but yes, he was a con man.
he was all of these things as well, but a very good one. One that was not caught. You see, you're only notorious if you do things and are caught for them, or people are, and there are witnesses. But you see a face one day, an entertaining performance, a charismatic smile, and then the next you find an empty coin purse, or that necklace is missing. Can't always remember the day prior, but you do remember that handsome man who played that beautiful tune. No, your father was very good, it seems. But that was not why he was convicted. It wasn't until the Sultan mobilized his entire force that your father was apprehended. Otherwise, he would have likely got away with it once again. The records say that
He had help a lot of the time, but I won't tell you from who. I don't want to get them in trouble.
he evaded us for many years, nonetheless. Until perhaps, this is my guess, but until the capital became too risky to stay. He likely moved back to his hometown in Dry Oasis. And it
That's
was
where I
many
grew up.
years until, right, where you grew up. And he steps forward to sort of take a good look at you to see just how old you really are. And it wasn't until the Sultan had combed the entire city that he thought to try neighboring towns. I guess that is when his luck finally ran out.
He
They heard
didn't
wind
find
of
me.
Hmm. I'm sorry for your loss, but it cannot be understated that the Sultan must not be disrespected.
I get that. I get that. So the thing is, we do have. You know the thing with the dragons. We've got a very important thing that's going on. I am helping them with that, so I kind of do need to at least leave with Irina today to help with finishing that. I'm not gonna leave it unfinished.
And now you bring me to a difficult decision. I almost wish
It's like
you.
I will come back because I understand that eventually I'm going to have to, but I have things I need to do first. Things I need to finish. At least grant me that, and then I can come back.
Roll a persuasion check, Andy.
It's a mouse. What's the mouse?
It's a clicker.
Oh. Persuasion. One.
Hmm.
You do have
I
inspiration.
wish. Do
Okay.
you?
She's got it marked
You
on
do
her
have
sheet.
inspiration.
Do I?
You do.
Okay.
If it's there, that means you have it.
14.
Oh, you're spending it. 14. Okay.
Do I just click that?
Yeah, just click it and
oh,
it's off. There
it's
you
gone
go.
off.
14. I wish you had perhaps stayed hidden I wish I did not have to make such a difficult decision in this moment. What you are asking me to do is
Please, it's not. No one
It is-
saw her come in. No one else knows she's here. It's just us that know. All we're asking for is time. If she wants to come back, I will bring her back. You have my word. We will come back.
what you are asking for is for me to deliberately go against the Sultan's will. That is
You're
what
not going
you're
against. You're not going against anything. We're just asking for a little bit of leniency to go and come back. You will still be doing the Sultan's will because we will come back.
You've got your job, I've got mine, and I am not going to leave it unfinished. I will come back. I will promise you that. But I need to get this finished.
What guarantee? What guarantee do I have? Did you not disappear?
Our friendship rests on this. If I don't come back, that's it.
I'd like Irina to make a persuasion check as well now.
Oh no.
Because that is very true.
Persuasion.
Because if Irina doesn't come back, it means he's working against.
Hey, 19.
That's not as
He
bad as
means
I
you're
was
working against the Sultan, right? So you're absolutely right. And I know you would not do that, Irina.
Mm-mm.
You would not sacrifice everything you have worked towards. Your position as a librarian, as the Magus' apprentice, and of course, as our friend here.
Mm.
Look, all I've
He
wanted all my
thinks
life, since my father was killed, was answers. And this is the best place I am going to get them. So I'm not going to run away. I just need some time to get my affairs in order before I come back.
you mean to go to the mountains, the Mirage Mountains, and then back?
Go there. I want to quickly go and say goodbye to my father one more time. And that is all I need to do.
He walks over to a. Where is his table? Oh, he's actually got it here. He looks over towards this painting here, which is actually just a map of the Claude Coast. And he seems to just study it for a second, judging the distances and how long it would take you to travel to the Mirage Mountains, into the
Oh, please
city,
don't give
and then
us
back.
another time limit. That's not fair.
I mean, he can't. Saying that you're coming back could be any time. It could be within another 18 years. So he looks back and says towards you, Andy, you have been missing for the better part of 18, 19 years?
I am 20.
20 years. 2 decades.
Tell you what,
In which case,
give me one more
what
year.
is
If I am not back after one more year, you can come find me, whatever, and drag my ass back. One more year, please. One more year of me being able to be free.
it's a high ask. Roll one more persuasion check, Andy.
It's like I've got friends
Yes.
out there. I need to find my aunt as well. She's stuck, and I think she would be very upset if I didn't at least say goodbye to her. Damn it! Why?
I can give you 2 weeks.
That's way hash, man.
2 weeks?
Or if you're not happy with that, I can have my guards come in right now.
A month.
You see that there is like a bead of sweat running down his head, that he doesn't want to do any of this, but
Neither
he
do
is a
I.
loyal. He is clearly a loyal subject of the Sultan, and he says, "I'm afraid it is not for me to decide. The Sultan here is the one."
It literally is for you to decide.
You are the one deciding this right now. This has nothing to do with the Sultan.
The Sultan
1
doesn't
month.
know.
I'm literally going to be running my ass all over this goddamn country.
You're literally. There's a good chance she's never going to leave this building again the next time she comes in here. It's unfair of you just to give her 2 weeks.
Irina can make a persuasion check as well. And then afterwards, the both of you can roll inside checks.
Insight.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Andy can roll it.
Andy.
All right, 1 month it is.
Thank you.
We have exactly 1 month. And I expect
Mhm.
Irina and you, Andy, to be back here in the palace.
Mhm.
Not a day late. Else I will have to come looking for you myself. And Irina,
come
you will
to
be
that.
marked as a potential.
No, nothing to do with Irina. This is just me.
It won't even come to it. You will be back
Exactly.
here in a month.
Very well.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket. I'm gonna pull out a key and hand it to him.
What is this?
Call it a promise.
He takes a hold of it and inspects it. Which key did you give him?
It's probably a golden key. It, like, obviously she just collects keys. She doesn't know where any of them are for, but for her they're symbolic of returning to a place, because obviously keys are usually unlock something that is permanent. So a door or something like that. So it
Very
means
well. You are going to have to leave undetected.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I can make myself invisible again.
Mm. You can? Like, have you got a spell slot to do that again?
Yeah, I haven't used any
Yeah,
for
you do.
ages.
Okay, that's good. I would also like to perhaps add my own spell just to make sure you do make it out in time. That way there are no chances that you are spotted from the high towers as you're approaching.
Okay.
All right. If you allow him, he begins casting a spell and places his hands on you, and he casts invisibility on you.
Okay.
So it
Cool.
lasts longer than yours.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And after that, he steps over to the fireplace and says very loudly, "Ah, well, it was very nice of you to stop by, Irina. And congratulations again on the wonderful arenas display. You're a mighty fine fighter. I wish you all the best in the journey ahead." Oh,
I just walk over to him, give him a kiss on the cheek, and just be like, "You're a terrible actor. Thank you." And then I start heading out.
okay.
Yeah, Andy's like
On the
following close
contrary,
behind. So
guards, and you hear the door open. They step inside. You're invisible, Andy, right behind Irina as you're heading out. Would you kindly... Actually, I will escort Irina myself, but our business here is concluded. The guards kind of like look at each other, expecting that there would have been more, but regardless, they don't question him, and you see the Sultan does lead you out himself. The
Regard.
guard do follow behind, but just give me one last stealth check, Andy.
With advantage because she's invisible, right?
Yes, of course.
There we go. 23.
Yep, they don't notice. Even though they're walking right behind you, Andy, like uncomfortably close. But you kind of keep these tiny little steps up, right behind Irina and like hugging onto her almost, and the entire way until you're finally let out of the.
I collect Candlewick on the way out. I'm just gonna mention that before we go.
Okay, of course. And you're back out into the streets of Gydia. There's a heavy sigh of relief from the Sultan as you guys are walking down the steps. But he doesn't seem to have turned to wait. He doesn't seem to have waited and waved to you. He's already walking back inside, striding with purposeful footsteps. Yeah, that's what you get with the inside check.
Once they're a safe enough distance away, Andy's just gonna grab onto Irina's hand, and she's physically shaking and she is crying. She's literally gonna lose her freedom.
Mm.
So
I'm literally just gonna like hug Andy. We're still invisible, so it looks like I'm hugging her.
He
technically
gestures
she
towards the
would have
guard
broken
door.
it.
All right. Yeah. You can still
There might
hear
be
the
a way out.
celebrations in the distance, which are like a stark
There's-
contrast to the emotional crying which are going on. You kind of got this revelry in the distance, contrast with Andy like holding on to you, Irina, sobbing into your clothes.
There's still a chance. Yeah, we've got to go back and talk to the Sultan, but still might be able to convince the Sultan to let you have your freedom. He calls you his muse, right?
How can I be his muse if he's never even really known me?
I mean, you're the child of your mother and your father, who was a very well-known bard.
I haven't met the guy and I already hate the bastard.
Okay, well, granted, that's fair. Just we stick to the timeline, and I'm with you every step of the way. I know it's not what we wanted, but at least you've got some answers.
Gotta tell the others now.
Right.
But maybe at least let them have tonight.
For now.
I think I might just go back to the inn.
I think I might join you. The rooms are fireproof.
Yeah, I'm not really in the mood to celebrate.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna head back to the inn.
All right, you head back to the inn. As you're heading out back towards the inn, you suddenly see Chad come around the corner, and just like from around the corner, like suddenly, like almost like jumping you guys, and he goes, "There you guys are! I almost missed you. Ah, I was trying to find Andy because we were supposed to go do the duet. Remember? Oh,
She just
are you,
looks at
are you
him and
okay?
her eyes are all bloodshot and teary, and she says, "I just don't feel very well. I'm sorry."
Oh, that's okay. If it's a bad time, that's
Maybe
fine.
some other time. Yeah. I still want
Yeah,
to play
sure.
with you, but some other time, okay?
No worries. It's okay. Go get some rest. You done enough as it is for a guide here and everything.
And can you let
Um,
the others know that we'll be at the inn?
will do.
Thank you.
And Shadows kind of looks around looks towards the palace, looks back to where you guys are heading away, and suddenly vanishes with a quick dimension door and teleports away. You have no idea where he went, but he went somewhere within 500 feet. Yep, that could have been bad. Could have also been interesting at the same time. In fact, let me roll something real quick. I need to do a couple of series of rolls for NPCs. That's that.
I don't like this.
Okay. Just need to do one more. Nice. Okay. Both of you can roll me perception checks as you're walking back. I'm going to say Andy's disadvantage with the blurry eyes from prying up.
Perception.
Yep.
Arenas. Andy. Disadvantage.
Okay.
Let's
Wow,
roll
was that
one.
with disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, hearing's a best sense anyway.
You get
So.
a plus 13.
Okay, so neither of you see anything, but Andy, your ears are finely tuned to that of the play and strum of instruments. If you can hear, if there's music being played, you're going to hear it within a mile radius. There is a delicate strumming of a harp and a soothing voice, a charming voice in the air. It is Chadnir's, and it sounds like it came from behind you guys in the direction of the palace, but you're well out of earshot of the actual palace by now. So it's kind of maybe just at the lower steps, maybe just as you kind of came into the street proper, kind of came from that direction. And you definitely heard Chad strumming a tune with his harp and saying something sultry with his voice. But it was only a short thing. Like it wasn't him playing a full ballad. He just simply cast it for about 6 seconds, and then that was it. And that's it. That's
Okay.
everything you hear as you make your way to the inn.
Oh.
All right,
That
we're
is
gonna jump
being
back in.
shifty. Shifty as heck.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, guys, I will be going to bed in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
got work in the morning.
I would like to do the same.
That's cool. We will end up in about 5 minutes then. We'll just jump back to Chaz Casinos and ask, what's everyone else been up to whilst that little tension has been going on?
Oh.
Getting drunk.
Again, being
Yeah.
drunk?
Getting drunk and talking to Kishana.
Oh, what?
He's drunk as shot, just be like, ugh.
Yeah. I'm just like, do you realize what we went through? Like, I almost died. And then I got turned to stone and I was alone with my thoughts for a very long time. I thought you guys weren't going to come and get me. And what was it all for? They wanted your scrolls. You didn't even get your scrolls. And it's not like anyone else can follow in your footsteps anymore because the water's gone.
That's actually true.
The water's
The
gone?
fact that I'm missing drunk Llewellyn.
What do you mean the water's gone?
Yeah, no, the floating islands and the temple. They're gonna, if they do manage to find it and get there, it's gone anywhere.
There was water down there when I last went down there.
Yeah, but the water elemental took off with it. So,
You mean your water elemental?
the one in the orb. So, we win regardless. What are they gonna do?
You stored the water in the temple of my people.
That makes you special, and I boop him on the nose.
I'm gonna roll to attack with disadvantage.
You're the last keeper.
Missing this.
Eh. Oh, it's still 25.
You
I just-
slowly come towards him. It's very slow, but the Llewellyn, he's unable to dodge it. He just sees it coming lightning fast.
He probably
He's like-
looks the normal speed of Kashan. Eh. You stupid.
You stumble back into a snug waiter who dropped the wine. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't clean it.
Does he bump into like another like snug who's currently in the middle of drinks, and then all of a sudden it turns into a big bar brawl?
Yeah. Knocks over a load of hors d'oeuvres, like a load of muffled noise movers, like and flying.
I bump into a snug and I pick him up and just hug him like he's a teddy, like, I missed you, buddy.
Goodness, what's up with all the snows?
And then he thinks about the actual real snug and starts crying.
Oh, guys, bring it in. 11. Your cards, everyone.
I'm
You see all
going.
the snakes surrounding you, one by one.
I'm going
Not the
to
word,
use
Charlie.
purity of body, and I become sober. This is getting a bit awkward now.
I'm just imagining, like, whilst this is going on, Carrot has got drunk and he's just flying in circles around the room, just occasionally just throwing lightning whips into the air, just celebrating.
Okay.
It's like, are you okay, Llewellyn?
I don't know. I almost died. Just a friend. I didn't even get to say goodbye, and I had Fernies for so long.
But didn't she hate you?
No, it was like a love-hate relationship.
She didn't sound like she liked you.
Just continues to cry.
Okay.
So no, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. Continues.
Meanwhile, Eurayun is mingling with the other aristocratic like folks. None of them are none the wiser about his true identity. But some of them, maybe the spectators, do say like, "Did I see something bizarre in the fight? You went really out of it, were you? You were taking it the entire time." And Eurayun's like, "Oh no, of course not. What do you mean?" I'll roll a deception check for him. I think blue dragons have like +6 or something ridiculous. Nope, they're none the wiser. He blags his way through any accusations or scrutiny, and Eurayun remains undetected, a dragon within their midst the entire time. All the
Yeah.
while, he's potentially eyeing up Star Sapphire in moments of private time. He just sort of looks at it in the corner, like flicks it in the air, catches it, and goes back to drinking. And I think that is where we'll end tonight's session. Chill, everyone. Well done with the arena. Zapped it.
Yep.
Shocking finish to that. I guess we will be back next week and also on Sunday for the Baba Yaga's Dancing Heart, the Witch Hunters. Though I imagine a lot of people are watching the football final. So, but if there is anyone tuning in, then catch us then for a good old talk with Terrig. See what they have to learn.
Terry.
Till then, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.